children all around the world and for Persian Anghkoohey children. Hello, Fromily. This is Ellen the Marvelous, the movie Gangstar. And this is another From Deep analysis I have prepared for you. No matter if they don't want me to talk, no backlash. If they break all my feet to stop me sharing or sabotaging me in any shape and form, they can't silence me of being me. Whatever it takes, they can't put me through fear and chaos. This is who really I am. And this is what I want to do. This is what I'm here to do. And after all, this is what scares them the most. I know you're waiting for the rest of my reviews. Before I dig deep into that, I invite you to like the video and share it to your friends and community, Fromily community, and be my boys from Iran that they all trying to chuck on my throat. Subscribe to my channel, support me, and if you're interested in my reviews, don't forget to turn the bell to be informed as I uploaded a new review. Okie dokie, bring your shovels and buckets for a deep dig.
Have you ever wondered if maybe this is all just a dream?
Because what happens next is my favorite part.
Dream a little dream of me.
Now let's go back to Jade and his mushroom trip journey. As I mentioned before, Jade chooses Boyd as his mentor in the physical world and uses the word Capricorn as an anchor word for Boyd to stop him and drag him out if it's needed. Only by a glimpse on the word Capricorn, we think of astrological sign, maybe his birth month. This word also means goat, that connects to those goats the man in yellow sacrificed and hung from the Motel Neon board. And if we look further, it refers to the winter cold night they faced with that ambush in the barn and caused Miss Lou, Kenny's mother's death. The term Capricorn as goat refers to sacrificial ancient rituals. Also Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility, who is also compared to Bacchus in Roman mythology, that represents the spontaneous, uninhibited, and emotional aspects of a human nature. These gods have been worshipped not only as a part of a drinking, but as a symbol of liberation, rebirth, and the breakdown of oppressive societal boundaries. Wine is not only a symbol of joyful liberation, but at the same time, it refers to the dangerous, blinding rage that alcohol can bring. Now let me attract your attention to a very special concept that Dionysus, the Grecian god of wine and liberty, also tragedy and comedy, offers to us in connection with From TV show.
Have you ever wondered if maybe this is all just a dream?
Because what happens next is my favorite part.
Dream a little dream of me.
Dionysus is one of the most dramatic and at the same time unusual in the origins between Olympian gods in the ancient Greece mythology. Dionysus is famous as a twice-born god. In his first birth, he is the son of Zeus and the mortal human prince his mother, Semele. She was stung by jealousy of Zeus's wife, Hera, who tricked Semele to ask Zeus to show her his real face as a true divine glory, only because she knew mortals couldn't look into gods without dying. Finally, Semele was incarnated by Zeus's lightning bolt. This is exactly when Dionysus' second birth happened. As Semele was incarnated by Zeus's thunderbolts, Zeus decides to save the unborn child, and just because of that, Zeus snatches into flames and to her fetus and sewed him inside his own tide until he got stronger and reached maturity. Dionysus eventually born from Zeus's leg, achieving the title of twice born between other Olympian gods. People in ancient Greece never worshipped this god like other Olympian gods in temples, but his rituals often took place in wide forests and also mountains. He traveled with a chaotic entourage called Dionysus. During these rituals, people were wining and dining as they were dancing and performing into populated troops, half and sometimes full naked. And there was decorated goat moving in front row as a symbol and reminding of Dionysus and the way he died at the end, and his blood fertilized their grape farms and blessed them with such a terrific wine. Some people also were using goat customs and sometimes phallics as the symbol of masculinity in a satiric way. Some people were using goat customs, turning them into a half-human, half-goat creature to embodying Dionysus's unwanted and native animal nature as lust and mischief we know as satire, that these days has shaped a huge concept under the comedy genre. They known Dionysus as one of the most violent myths by referring to how he punished those people who rejected him and denied his godhood. And they were using his famous love story with abundant Princess Adrienne to create epic satiric performances under the name of phallics, which was referring to the manhood, and its focus is on the untamed masculinity in the form of erotic rituals to release the untamed manhood power within those stories through their own reality as fertility. This even caused the creation of drama and theater. At the same time, philosophers and dramatists began to write scripts for those ritualistic ceremonies.
Boyd!
I always feel like
If you are anything other than some bedtime fucking story that we tell ourselves, then you will tell me why.
What? Listen to me. Capricorn. Okay? Capricorn. Because what happens next is my favorite part.
I will drag you out of here if I fucking have to.
somebody's watching me.
Like Aeschylus, the first dramatist of the world, who wrote many trilogies by creating conflict between human heroes as protagonists and Olympian gods and myths by creating human characters for those gods as antagonists to portray them. This ancient Greek playwright is famous as the father of tragedy. He was the one who added the second actor to portray more conflict in his play and by connecting three different storylines at the same time to create trilogies as a hero's journey. And he used the second actor as an antagonist by letting dialogue create direct conflicts for creating more complicated narrative and connected trilogies as well. As a director and a screenwriter who has mastered dramatic arts, the first moment I met those Anghkoohey children for the first time all together, first by Tabitha outside and second by Jade back in the dungeons, and we shouldn't have forget about both of them, I had this feeling of Aeschylus trilogies, especially as one of his tragedies, Agamemnon, and what he did to his own daughter Sage, sacrificed her for Athena, the god of winds, to please her, ask her to stop a storm and saves his warship, only to recover Helen and as an effect causing his tragic diabolic murder by his own wife upon returning home. Anghkoohey children reminding me of Eumenes and Iphigenia, the diabolic deal Agamemnon made to save his warship, sacrifice her to his own daughter Sage as Iphigenie to appease Athena and secure safe passage towards a bloodshedding war. At the end, as Agamemnon returned home, it was his wife Clytemnestra and her lover Aeschylus killed him in his bathtub. She sought revenge for the sacrifice of their daughter and the humiliation of Agamemnon returning with the Trojan princess Cassandra as his war prize. His tragedies are stories of a demise, and all heroes at the end just only lost in their own fears as their weaknesses they called hamartia. In From, we have faced with a story that has been written before, and this is a man in yellow shapeshifter trickster insists on and tries to convince Judy about that. This is exactly happens when they are actors on a movie scene or the stage whom just have to obey the author and follow the director's order. Or they are puppets being controlled by a master of puppets maybe. And this definition also confirms why those dolls appeared from the lake. Now I need to mention On Ethan and Tabitha's Journey by Donna. As Boyd acts as an elder mentor for Jade in his mushroom trip, Donna acts as a wise mentor who has a powerful motherly sense and feeling, a real protector. Let me now use tarot cards in the way of storytelling to introduce you to the Empress tarot card as a Jungian symbol representation for the caregiver archetype. The caregiver desires help and protect others. They fear of selfishness and ingratitude. As leaders, they often provide support, nurturing the growth and development of their team. The Empress tarot card is an archetypal mother who nurtures and protects all of her creation, including humankind. The Empress tarot card represents abundance, nurturing, and creativity. Caregiver characters are warm, caring, and can bring people and projects to life.
If anyone's having second thoughts, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Go ahead.